in
Let's
Cause I'm rowdy right now.
Come on, let's go, man.
He said
Studio
I'm
one, let's
rowdy.
get it.
All
And
right.
then we'll jump back up.
Alright, so the last thing that happened, they killed Sawa Sensei. They stabbed her in the back of the neck. It's an amazing, horrific thing. Horrific. And now Yagami and his friends, they have to figure out this mystery murder. Let's do it.
I gave the yearbook I took from her room yesterday to Tsukumo. Why don't you check it out later, Yagami-san?
Oh, these guys stole evidence from a murder scene.
I still can't wrap my head around what I saw last night. We have to avenge Sawa-sensei. Right, Tak?
Yeah, of course. We have to avenge Sawa Sensei by just beating them up.
We've been waiting for you, Yagamishi. Let's plan our next moves. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
While in a meeting yesterday, Sawa-sensei received a call that her apartment was broken into, prompting her to go home. Judging from the events that followed, RK must have called her using the apartment manager's name. And that's how they got to Sawa-sensei.
But RK wasn't after Sawa-sensei. They were actually after Kuwana, weren't they?
Yeah, Akatsu and Soma both said so. I think Sawa-sensei was used to lure Kuwana out.
Of course he was.
Why would Sawa-sensei be bait to draw out Kuwana?
Because
How the
they
hell
want to
are
get
those
to
two
him.
connected?
That too, but why is RK even after Kuwana-san?
That's what we
Thugs
don't
from
know.
Kamurocho want a handyman in Ijincho?
That's what we need to figure out.
Right. There's still a lot we don't know.
That's true.
We need to find Kuwana before RK does and get some answers out of him. Kuwana isn't even his real name. Apparently it's Kitakata.
Kitakata. Apparently it's Kitakata.
RK didn't seem to be familiar with the name Kuwana. Truth is, we don't know anything about Kuwana. All we know is that he's a handyman in Ijincho.
I haven't been able to contact Kuwana-san since yesterday, but I left a message asking him to reply.
Where's the office for his handyman business?
He ran his whole operation from a cell phone. Not even his business card lists an address. Oh yeah, Kaito-san. Didn't you call up all the places we went drinking? Did you find out where he lives?
Yep, just found out. Looks like Kuwana lives in some kind of prefab shack off West Central Street. Sounds like pretty shitty conditions for a guy charging up the ass for his time.
Well, if we know that much, we might as well go take a look.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Tsukumo, we'll talk more later.
You never slow down, Yagamishi.
What is it?
Yagamishi, I'll try to dig up...
I'll stay here. Finding Kuwana-san is in your hands for now.
Understand why? Let's go. Here we go. We gotta solve this murder mystery.
Is this Kawana's place?
Yeah, I think so.
Guess it's kind of fitting for an unlicensed handyman. Huh?
What is it?
The door's been forced open. Maybe with a crowbar or something.
If anyone was in here aside from us, they're the only ones after him.
That means they're already a few steps ahead of us.
RK's got the numbers behind him. We can't beat him to the punch every time.
I don't think Kawana's been back since last night. He probably caught on that he's a wanted man. He might not even be in Ijincho anymore.
Then what do we do here?
His real name's supposedly Kitakata. I want to know who he really is and why he used a fake name. That'll make his connection to Sawa-sensei clearer.
Yep.
So you want to find clues that point to his true identity? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. That's exactly what he said.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Kaito-san.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. He's gonna find some tissues.
Leftovers from... I'm starting...
Drinks a lot of beer. Oh, dirty ramen cups. Look at this sink. These slippers. Suspicious. The refrigerator.
What the?
What the?
Hey, cigarettes.
A cigarette.
Are these...
I don't think so. But maybe he craved the real deal every now and then.
Yeah, people do smoke both, depending on the situation.
That's true. Suspicious.
What the? Suspicious.
Jizz stain. Books. Scattered magazines.
Hey.
Hey. Suspicious.
It looks like they just wanted to...
Yep. Nothing more than a bunch of...
There goes that tissue that I was talking about. And another tissue.
Suspicious.
Ooh, it's suspicious.
An ashtray. Huh. That's weird.
What?
With all the gross garbage in here, this ashtray is oddly empty.
Think so?
Suspicious.
Yeah, it's
Except it has...
Okay.
Maybe.
Yo, hold up, Doc. You sure you want to go back empty-handed?
I feel like I checked everything worth looking at.
Well, maybe there's more to something you looked at already. Besides, where else are we gonna find dirt on Kuwana if we leave?
What? It's almost like they know that people hate doing this shit. You're like, wait, do some more. Do a little bit more. Do a little bit more investigating.
Suspicious. Suspicious.
Kuwana mentioned his ties to the underground. But I get the feeling this kind of work was his bread and butter.
Collecting junk, walking pets, fixing pipes, taking any odd job that comes his way. Not so different from us. A handyman, a detective. It's two sides of the same coin.
A handyman and a detective.
What the?
It's both the same. Don't do this. Don't do this. Come on. Don't do this. No. That should have been it. Why? What is it? Is it something with the ashtray? Huh?
Suspicious.
Oh, look at
Is
that.
this a computer power cable?
There was a laptop here. RK must have taken it. There's probably a treasure trove of info on it.
Then RK's got anything of value out of this place already.
Come on, don't be emo.
Damn, that's not it. More? Come on, man. Come on, guys. Come on. You guys ain't fair. Come on, man.
Uh-huh.
Come on. Come on, don't do this. There's a mouse. Let me look at the thing again. Come on. Come on. Pick up the remote control. You've already looked at the damn chair. The bookshelf. Some more magazines. This is gonna make me scream. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Hey,
Examine.
these cigarettes. Koana usually smokes e-cigarettes. The ashtray...
What are you getting at?
I don't think Koana's smoking these cigarettes.
Then why keep what you don't smoke?
See? We gotta be more thorough.
Okay, now we can look at the cigarettes. Something inside.
Suspicious.
Lighter. Come on.
Hey, look at this lighter.
Come on.
What now?
It's a lighter.
Whoa.
It's a USB stick.
A USB memory stick disguised as a lighter.
Ooh.
Damn. Did you just hit the jackpot or
You did
what?
it, bro. You did
It
it.
has to be important if Kuwana was hiding it like this.
What matters is the data on it.
Uh-huh.
We'd be able to check it now if we had a computer.
That's all we need.
Why don't we head back to Tsukumo's?
Thank God we found something. I've had it with this place. We should get out of here. Done. Damn, I hate that damn music.
Oh, it got dark. Huh? What's the matter, Talk?
Looks like a meet and greet.
Oh, yeah? Think they're RK?
Well, they're the only ones looking for Koana other than us, right?
Don't see Soma or Akutsu, though. They sent the fucking B team.
Probably for the best. If Soma was here, I don't think I could stay cool.
Yo, Soma killed her.
Yeah, me neither.
Which one of you is gonna talk? Where are Soma and Akutsu?
There's no point in talking to a dead man.
Uh-huh. Well, if that's how you're gonna play it, then we're not holding back either.
Let's go.
Come on. Let go!
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Get up, Yagami. Get up.
Here we go.
Oh, you hit me. Yeah! Ta-da!
Where are Soma and Akatsu?
Where they at?
I want to talk to them.
Now.
We can't contact them. I swear. They're the ones who contact us. It's always been like that.
We'll break his fingers.
Figured as much.
Yes!
Most of the arcade crew are just chumps.
Yeah. I bet even Soma is just another piece on the board, taking orders from the real mastermind. Thugs don't work gigs that don't pay. Yet they came to Ijincho, outside their turf, to commit murder.
That's true. Sounds like someone's funding them. Must be some generous perks.
Definitely. Otherwise, Soma and the others wouldn't be causing so much chaos over here.
That's true.
Then, who's the one pulling RK's strings?
I don't know who it is, but I know what he's trying to do.
Which is?
Catch Kuwana. RK's just following orders, and Sawa-sensei was probably collateral damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shit. I swear I'm gonna drag this bastard out on his ass!
If we keep looking for Kuwana, we'll run into the one behind this all eventually. And this could be our first clue.
Then we'd better get back to Tsukumo's.
Why did he even pull that out?
What's going on out here? Are you friends of Kuwana-san's?
Yeah, we are.
And those gentlemen on the ground?
Those guys? Oh, yeah, they're just wasted. Little nap and they'll head right on home.
Ah, I see. Well, that's just fine.
Excuse me, but you know Kuwana, don't you?
Sure. I mean, he's lived next door for the last 10 years. He's a handyman. Anytime we were short-handed, he'd come by and help us out. We'd pay him with our daily special.
I haven't heard from Kuwana since last night. Do you happen to know any places he visits often?
Let's see. He has an uncle that took him in when he first came to Yokohama. Called him a distant relative or something. He's an ex-Yakuza running a bar since he got out of the game. Apparently, this uncle is how he started getting gigs around town.
What did Kuwana do before he became a handyman?
Beats me. Maybe some kind of corporate job? I don't think I've ever asked.
Where can we find Kuwana's uncle's bar?
Oh, the bar's called Siren. It's over in Chinatown. I've been there 2 or 3 times myself. The owner's a real nice guy. Hard to tell he was ever a Yakuza.
Then we better get over there too. Can't afford to fall behind RK again. Let's hurry.
Thanks for everything. And sorry for bothering you.
Oh, don't mention it.
What is it?
What a waste.
Let's roll, Tom.
Yeah, you liked that, didn't you? Yeah, that was cool. I kicked your ass. Let's go.
Too fast.
Really, guys?
What is it?
Yo, my shit.
Starving. Now we're talking. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
Arigato, yo, my shit. Got a mystery crime no-rama to solve.
Are you ditching me?
Nah, just keep up, partner.
And stay down.
Stay down.
Let's roll, Tony.
What up, yeah?
What up?
Siren. This is it, Doc. This is the bar Kuwana's relative runs.
What's that game now, mate? Look at that dirty thing.
Bo.
Hello? Anybody here?
This place empty too?
It's definitely messy in here, but it wasn't exactly ransacked.
Is Banto here?
More like someone had to skip town in a hurry.
Yo.
Did the owner already make a break for it then?
Be smart if he did. What with RK about to come hunt down Kuwana and all.
What's going on here? Where's the owner?
Everybody.
Let's roll.
Uh-oh.
Hey, ha.
Examine the inside of the bar. I gotta do another damn investigation. I don't want to.
Hey, the name of this place was Siren, wasn't it?
Huh? Yeah.
Whoa. No! Oh!
Hi, you've reached Siren?
Whoa! Shit!
Soma, that was well played.
Woo!
How silly of me. This pretty little thing is for women.
Oh my god, no!
Have I told you what RK stands for yet?
Oh my god! Kaito!
It's red knife.
Son of a... Soma!
Holy
The owner must
shit.
have smelled trouble coming. He took off before I could find him.
Come on.
Tell me.
Why did you kill Sawa Sensei?
I'm afraid she knew too much. And that's all.
And that's all?
You're in the same boat. We can't afford to ignore you anymore.
And you already made a mistake. You didn't kill me when you could have.
I'll own up to that. Akutsu wasn't equipped to handle the task.
Well then, now you'll pay the price for it.
Will I?
Oh no, I'm not ready for
Kaito's
this fight.
down and you're by yourself. Should be easy.
Oh shit. I wonder if they'll still let me upgrade myself. Oh god. Yagami! Pick up a ball and throw it at him. go. Come on, sucker. Pick up your phone. Yes. Let's see, what do I want?
NoEmotion.
Champion jab. Move around the enemy and unleash jab when enemy attacks. High stun chance. I think I want. I don't know what I want. Let's see. They got some.
Did you end up seeing that koala cover I posted?
Enhanced reversal snake. Increase the effectiveness of a movement against bosses while exiting is active applied to snake style only. Snake style. Enhanced reversal crane. Snake health. Boost grip.
Hey, yo, is the coast cleared up?
I mean, we're live. Boost attack.
You need some defense. You need some defense if he's got a knife against you, like a block and then a quick like snap.
But is the coast clear though? Like this what I'm asking.
Yeah, sure.
So moonshine murder could be in full effect right now.
I guess.
Nah, that didn't sound too enthusiastic. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said, I guess.
I'm focused right now, making purchases that affect my life. Enhance.
Hey, nah, don't make no purchases, man. You don't need to do that shit, bro. Like,
I'm playing the game.
But you don't need to make no purchases. Like spending real bread, you don't need to do that.
No, I'm not spending real money. I'm spending video game money.
It's just like honey.
Oh, well, in that case, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Go hard, spend all that bread, nigga. Fuck that shit.
Attack.
Just for more snakes,
hey, yo, Sword. Now that I'm moonshine murder, I could talk to you, bro.
We're live on here, bro. We're live on the game.
It don't even matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you say my music was whack, bro?
I didn't mean it's whack. I just meant, like, if you want chicks to follow your shit.
What happened? Damn. Oh my God, bro. Like I got that much impact, nigga. Like that shit goddamn stupid. But you heard he really couldn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was crazy.
Here we go. Let's go.
Yo, that shit funny as fuck, dog.
Hit him with the chair. No. Get up.
I can't hear you now, Sword, but before you left, dog, I could hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? But you said my music was whack.
Just keep hitting. Do it to him. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Do it to him.
But see, I could have been, you know what I'm saying, mad disrespectful to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pick a song, like you pick a song and that song would be better than your whole catalog. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly.
He grabbed and stabbed.
But I wasn't disrespectful, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I ate that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ate it.
Let's
I'm a real ass nigga, bro. Like, honestly.
You're saying you want female fans, right? This is what I mean. Is that what you were saying? You going
But I mean, well, the most heartfelt shit to me.
Okay. So you're gonna attract like dudes like shit, you know what I mean? Do hard 16s.
I mean, my music is my music. Whatever fan base I could let, nigga, like that's what it is.
Time to switch fighting style. Snake style.
See, you basing everything off of what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, bro. Like, my fan base is my fan base, bro. Like, whoever like my music, like my music. Whoever don't like my music, don't like my music. I don't give a fuck.
Here we go.
Like this, bro.
Here we go.
Like this, bro. Yourself, be yourself.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't like my music, I can't stop you from not liking my music.
Oh, here comes the stab.
Yakami! R&B type beats. You would get the chick fans because you got that dope style. You know what I mean? You can rap on anything. You can just choose the boom bap beats. You know, choose the boom bap shit. I don't really have many girls. You know, it's all just dude. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah, but see, like none of this shit matters, cause like if a lot of dudes like my music, then the chicks gonna come. Just because dudes like my music.
That's my opinion anyway. Yeah,
you're kind of struggling to stand, aren't you?
But I'm saying though the thing that hurted me, you know what I'm saying, was like you saying my music was whack, bro. But you could pick any song that I ever done and put it against your whole catalog, bro.
Sawa Sensei didn't suffer long like you.
Any one of my songs, bro, like you can go back to the first day I started rapping with the gods, bro. Like
whoever that
is. And the meaning from that song would be better than your whole catalog, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't come for my neck, bro. Like, I don't like that shit, bro.
Is this the owner?
Yes. Kuwana-kun warned me you'd show up. I decided I'd get out of there before you did. Don't expect that I'll ever come back either.
All I wanted with Kuwana-san was to have
and another thing that hurt my heart, dog, like,
you know
what I'm saying? No Emotion was up in here, and then the only person you wanted to apologize to was No Emotion. Like, but you said some heartfelt shit to a whole lot of different gods, bro. Like, bro, like, No Emotion not the only person you need to apologize to, bro.
Quit stalling and give him the phone. Unless you'd rather I push a button and call the cops.
The phone.
Talking to you.
I thought he was meaning about the chick and shit. You know what I mean?
Like you need to apologize to me. You need to apologize to Maker. You need to apologize to Sage. You need to apologize to
the owner of the bar would like a word with you.
Owner of the bar. My neck.
Sorry, but this'll have to wait. Can you get an ambulance over to your bar right away? My partner took a knife to his abdomen.
I don't need an apology.
Please, you have to hurry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to bring it like that.
Fucking came out the pool.
Fucking Dan Promo really pissed me off that day, eh? And he was getting under my skin, and then everybody was laughing.
Just because you have a problem with
But Fan Promo did nothing to you, though.
Hello?
No, bro.
Fan Promo didn't do nothing to you.
Just as you
Dan
asked.
Promo started the whole shit.
Watching you as we
Nah, you accused him. Bro, you accused Fan Promo of having even moderator powers. That boy don't even have moderator powers.
And fucking Mike goes to me, oh,
looking for me. I won't be meeting you there. Instead, there's a karaoke bar called Survive. Heard of it? You'll find it in the entertainment district along the river. Safest bar in town.
I only showed up at your bar so I could ask you about Kuwana. Does this mean you want something in return?
We'll get that sorted out. If you promise to meet me alone. No, I won't be at Survive for long. If you don't make it in 10 minutes, you'll never hear from me again.
That's one way to motivate someone.
Clock's ticking, by the way.
So, survive in the entertainment district?
Correct.
See you soon.
It better be.
Apologies for the wait. Let's go.
I hope my boy is okay. He just got stabbed. Man, he got stabbed up. Stabbed up, shot up. Man, they don't know about me.
Koana is pursued by RK, the crime ring running Kamurocho. Determined to prevent any more deaths, Yagami searches high and low for the handyman. But the search leads to a maze of dead ends.
Yeah!
As the situation becomes dire,
yeah!
A lifeline appears at the other end of a phone. The caller offers a lead, one that expires too quick for comfort.
Dun, 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 na, 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 na.
I only showed up at your bar so I could ask you about Koana. Does this mean you want something in return?
We'll get that sorted out, if you promise to meet me alone. No, I won't be at Survive for long. If you don't make it in 10 minutes, you'll never hear from me again.
Yagami-san, glad you could make it.
You're the owner of Siren?
Yeah. Let's take this to the bar. Follow me. So, I hear you're a Kamurocho detective.
Yeah, and you're a distant relative of Koana's. Can I ask your name?
No need. This'll be the only time we meet. But to Koana-kun, I guess you'd call me his uncle-in-law. Everyone's got a dumbass uncle in the family. And that's me. After all, I'm ex-Yakuza.
Oh, he's an ex-gangster.
Based in Yokohama?
Yeah, the Seiryu clan. After I got out, I looked after the shop for 20 years. Till today.
You mean Siren, right? What'll happen to it once you've skipped town?
None of your concern.
Fair enough.
Guess you detective types can't help but ask questions.
So you two are related. I noticed you didn't mention Kuwana being an alias.
Oh. Done your homework, I see.
His real name's Kitakata. At least that's what the Kamurocho thugs called him.
You're trying to see if I'll give up his name. That's not why I'm here.
Okay. Why did you call me exactly?
Well, you see, Kuwana-kun wanted me to stop by his office and grab something for him.
Such as?
A pack of cigarettes with a lighter inside. Thing is, it was gone by the time I got there.
Don't you mean a USB stick made to look like a lighter? Let's not beat around the bush here.
See, I figured you'd grabbed it.
So of all things, Kuwana wanted you to pick this up?
Yes. And he prefers to keep that content private. So, if you could just hand that over.
Now I'm curious. Care to tell me what's on here?
Would you hand it over if I did?
No. I'd still need to confirm you told the truth.
Can't you tell Kuwana-kun's backed into a corner here? Asking an old man to help was his only choice. Let's be honest. I couldn't take that thing from you if I wanted to. All I can do is appeal to your sense of decency.
Well, I've got to say, that's more persuasive than threats ever would be. But if you really want me to give this up, at least let me see Kuwana.
I'd consider that, but he's already long gone. He was ready to cut out at the drop of a hat.
Nah, you don't need to. It's all gravy, baby. I'm just playing the gizzy.
If that's the case, unfortunately, I'll need to hold on to this. A high school teacher was killed by the thugs that went after Kuwana.
It's all gravy.
Her name was Yoko Sawa, a young woman dedicated to her career.
Hell yeah. Boom, boom.
I'd met her while investigating the murder of a student teacher. But while trying to get her side of the story, I ended up running into Kuwana outside her apartment.
Boom.
Do you know anything about this woman?
I don't.
You're really drawing a blank? You don't know anything about criminals coming all the way from Kamurocho just to get at Kuwana? Do you at least know how they're connected to Sawa-sensei?
Again, that's a negative.
And this flash drive's my only concrete lead. If it's so important to Kuwana, he should have come himself, rather than send a middleman.
Don't be so hard on him. I'm the one who taught him all his tricks.
Are you saying Kuwana's ex-Yakuza too?
Nah, he was just your average civvy before all this. But circumstances as they were, he had no choice but to go underground. That's when he came to a Gene show, and I took him under my wing. I'm the one who suggested the handyman thing. But he took to the underground with real gusto.
What do you mean, gusto?
I'm not just talking him up. He had good reasons for diving headlong into the shadows.
Good reasons? Care to give me one or two?
You'll understand once you see what's on the lighter. Both Kuwana-kun's past and his purpose.
Bless you.
That takes care of everything I have to say.
Not sure it's such a good idea for me to just let you leave.
Thinking about stopping me? Wouldn't be wise. This joint doesn't take kindly to that behavior.
That's why this is the safest place in a Gene show, huh?
Yep, and I'm glad your face is the last one I'll see in this city.
wish you had that. Here we go.
And stay down.
Yagami.
Oh, great. It's Claw Guy. You were with the Yuma, right?
They see you brought your little posse from Tokyo. You I couldn't trust an outsider.
Posse? Wait, don't tell me you think I'm RK. They're not even close to me. Hey, Tesso, you got this all wrong.
Oh god, I gotta fight Tesso again. Come on, Tesso. Don't do this. Let me get that sword. Hey. Fight. Shit. Fighting for my life out here. You better not break something. Ah. Come on, Tiso. More? Oh, this. Come on.
Here we go.
Oh, he cut the shit out of me. Oh, boy, cutting it up. I meant Leomon. Come on, Tesso.
Damn it.
Come on, man. Who paid you to jump me this time?
These Kamurocho douchebags show up, strutting around like they own our city. Then I hear some teacher chick gets killed after a break-in. Fuckers. Someone let him into Ijincho, right? Right?
Look, I can see why you're pissed. But you figured coming after me was the answer?
Figured I could at least try beating a few out of you. Office visits ain't my style.
You gotta appreciate that not everyone plays by gang rules, man.
What I don't appreciate is Kamurocho trash. Now why are they here, Yagami?
I'd like to find that out myself. But I'll tell you this much, I'm not your enemy. I was first on the scene of that murder. I knew the woman personally. The culprit is RK's leader, a guy named Soma.
Shit, you serious? And why's the rest of his crew here with him? A lot of muscle just to ice one lady.
They're after a local handyman, Kawana. You know him?
Yeah, matter of fact, I do. Why they want him so bad?
I'm looking into that now. Which is why they're still after me. Not to mention they stabbed my partner. So the more you get in our way, the slower this'll go.
Gotcha.
You understand then?
How's about I make you the deal of a lifetime? So long as RK's messing around in my city. I don't mind calling you a brother.
Really? Just like that?
Sure, but I get to be Aniki, of course.
You really think this is selling it?
What you're missing here is the Leomong never target a brother. So now, if anyone lays a finger on you, the Leomong's taking their head. Same rule for all the ladies here in Ijincho. Anyone gets fresh, they become fresh meat. You with me on that, brother?
Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to.
Besides, making you a brother is the only way we save face for getting our asses handed to us, you know?
Now the truth comes out.
Anyway, let me know if you get any intel on RK. Especially where that chicken shit Soma might be. Just shoot me your location and it's done. We'll give that teacher her peace. By torturing him to death.
I was just thinking of calling you, Yagami-shi. I heard Kaito-san got stabbed at Siren.
Is that true, Yagami-san? What the hell happened?
Look, I promise I'll fill you in, but right now I really need Tsukumo's help.
With what?
I found a USB drive at Kawana's hideout. It was disguised to look like a lighter. We have to know what's on it.
Okay. Here comes some real intel.
So, Kaito-san was attacked by that Soma guy too?
Yeah, while we were chasing Kawana, Soma popped up and got him right in the gut. Almost got me too, to be honest.
You're saying one guy almost single-handedly took down the Yagami Detective Agency?
It's true. And right after, I got a call from Kawana's purported relative who wanted me to hand over the flash drive. Apparently, what's on it will tell us Kawana's true identity and goal.
When I open it, all I see is one data file.
Of what?
It's a video. I'll hit play once you guys are all ready. You good?
Damn, what's on there? I can't take the suspense.
Let's make it full screen.
Here we go.
Dude, totally ate shit! So did I. Come on, Mitsuru. Quit being a little bitch. I told you to take it in the face. Alright, let's do it over again, okay? Suzuki, make sure you're getting this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really fucking nail him this time.
Smile. Ready when you are.
Hey, get your ass back! Mitsuru! What did I just say about being a bitch? You asked for it. I'm gonna have to punish ya. Punishment! Punishment! Let's hear the punishment song, everybody! Punishment! Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Mitsuru-kun's strip show! Stop! You little shit, did you just kick me? Huh? Too late to get tough now, Mitsuru. Show us what you got.
Don't struggle now. We want to see. We gotta get this all on camera. Aw, isn't this just the most pathetic
Oh
stuff?
no.
Oh shit, he's pissing himself.
Ew, that's so nasty.
Disgusting. Oh, look at this shit.
That was a nice self-defense mechanism to pee on himself. Is that him?
These little shits are the worst.
One of them said something about Mitsuru Kusumoto stripping?
Yeah, he was Sawa-sensei's classmate. 13 years ago, he jumped off the roof of Kurokawa Academy.
He's Reiko Kusumoto's son, right? Vice Minister of the Health Ministry? 30 years old and still in a coma. It seems we've stumbled on private video footage of Mitsuru Kusumoto being bullied.
And it was on Kawana-san's secret flash drive? Why would he have this?
I don't know. But his uncle said it's our lead to Kawana's real identity and motivation.
Huh. Just a moment.
Get your ass back!
This frame gives us a good look at the key players' faces. Why don't we try gleaning what we can from it?
Sounds good. Let's dig in.
Oh no, detective mode.
Hey.
If I'm not mistaken, Shinya Kawai was the bully whose name got out to the public.
Yeah. RK was hunting for him in Kamurocho pretty recently, too. I have no doubt the guy in the picture they showed me is the same guy in this video. Once RK came to the conclusion Kawai had been murdered, they came here to Ijincho, hunting down Kawana for whatever reason. This girl recording the bullying on her cell phone.
Someone said her name in the video. Suzuki.
There's another familiar face. So it all comes circling back to her, huh?
Right. This Suzuki girl has a different name now. Yui Mamiya, the victim in the Ahara harassment case. Suzuki was her last name before getting married. Sawa-sensei also told me that Mitsuru Kusumoto and Mamiya were classmates 13 years ago.
Yep. So we're looking at Yui Mamiya in high school.
Mamiya-san, huh? What's she like underneath it all?
Originally, word got around that Shinya Kawai was the one bullying Mitsuru Kusumoto. After watching this, though, the truth of the matter doesn't quite line up. There were really about 10 bullies involved at the time, and Yui Mamiya was one of them.
Yeah. If this video got leaked, Mamiya and the other students in it would be in deep shit. They're living out their lives like nothing happened, despite being the ones who drove a kid into a coma. If word got out, they'd be crucified by the public. Their jobs, their families, their lives would all change for the worse. Uh-huh. This guy's face is familiar somehow.
Oh, I don't think I've seen him.
I don't know him either. Who is he?
I think I remember him. I saw him at the crime scene where Mikoshiba's body was. He was with more Kurokawa grads. He showed his ID to the Kanagawa detective. I think his name was Akaike.
That gives us an interesting perspective, doesn't it? All the people in this bullying video seem to keep popping up around our case.
Yeah, but the real question is, why was Kawana the one with the video? Hey. What the?
I feel bad for Mitsuru-kun. No one helped him, even with everything he was going through.
13 years ago, his mother was still just some nobody working at the Ministry of Health. She seems to have split with her husband and looks after her son on her own now. I don't know all the details, though.
Hey, crazy theory, but what if this husband she left was actually Kawana-san? And maybe he recorded this to secretly check on his son?
No, Kawana doesn't look like he could have a 30-year-old kid. Let's look for other possibilities. Hey.
Alright, what the fuck else is there?
I feel bad for Mitsuru.
She seems to.
Hey, and maybe
No.
he.
What the?
September 17th, 13 years ago. It's past 4 p.m., so this would be after school.
Oh, wait, this is...
Got something?
I just cross-referenced the date Mitsuru Kusumoto jumped. September 17th.
Oh shit.
That can only mean this video was recorded very shortly before his suicide attempt.
Uh-huh.
The video may have provided some interesting connections, but we still don't have that crucial link. The link being the reason Kawana-san came to possess this, of course.
Right.
Yeah, we do need to know why he has that.
Kawana's either the one who recorded it himself, or is at least a recipient of the video from the original witness.
Kawana-san and Sawa-sensei knew each other somehow, right? Well, then, maybe Sawa-sensei recorded it 13 years ago, and then had Kawana-san look into it, as one of his handyman requests.
It's possible, but it just feels off.
Why's that?
Because of what Siren's owner said to me.
Okay.
You'll understand once you see what's on the lighter. Both Kawana-kun's past and his purpose.
He said we'll know Kawana's true identity once we watch the video. But that hasn't been the case so far.
Yeah. What identity could we draw from a secret recording of some bullies?
Assuming Kawana's in his early 40s, he would have been about 30 13 years ago. What if he was a school teacher of the students in the video?
In that case, we should consult the yearbook Segura-shi brought back. The one that was in Sawa-sensei's room? You still have yet to look through it.
That's right. Let me go get it.
Oh, we're about to get some answers.
The way you're talking, I assume you've already taken a peek?
We have, but unfortunately we didn't find Kawana-san's face among the teachers.
This is the page for Mitsuru Kusumoto's class. Both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya are there too.
So the homeroom teacher was this guy.
Apparently he witnessed bullies harassing Mitsuru multiple times, yet he would overlook it. All he did was smile and tell them not to overdo it.
It's not Kawana. This is someone else.
We checked the rest of the teachers too, but never spotted Kawana-san.
Mitsuru Kusamoto. This picture doesn't look like it was shot for a yearbook.
Correct. He was most likely already in a coma when photo time rolled around.
Sawa-sensei isn't smiling at all in this.
Huh. She did mention she blew off her class reunion. In fact, she hadn't kept in touch with her classmates at all.
No surprise there. Mitsuru-kun would be bound to come up at some point.
This is Yui Suzuki. She's definitely one of the girls in the video.
Yet another classmate involved with Mitsuru Kusamoto.
Seems like a bunch of the students on this page were in the video, huh?
Yeah, but I can't find Shinya Kawai in here.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. He's not in there.
If I'm not mistaken, Kawai left the school once he started catching flack for being Mitsuru-kun's bully. At least, that's what I read online. No real evidence yet, but it definitely sounds like how it would have played out.
But the truth is, there were more bullies who should have seen consequences besides Kawai.
Damn, dog, they're making me do all these silly...
Worst part is that his teacher knew. He even talked to the bullies about it, but all he said was, "Don't overdo it." But afterward, the public eviscerated him. He had to quit his teaching job.
Hold on. If he was dismissed...
You figure something out?
The homeroom teacher at the time of the incident did take some flack. He got forced out of teaching.
Yeah? What of it?
If that's the case, couldn't this teacher in the yearbook just be filling in for the other one?
I see. That definitely sounds likely. Let me search for the original teacher's name. There's a chance he won't be the same guy in the yearbook. Just give me a sec.
What the? Hey. Suspicious. Hey.
Yagamishi, I found it. The name of Mitsuru Kusamoto's former homeroom teacher. You were right. It wasn't the same teacher in the yearbook. This one's name is Yu Kitakata.
Kitakata?
Huh?
It's him.
Don't tell me that's...
His real name's Kitakata. Ring any bells?
That's Kawana's real name. Soma said it to me once.
So, Kawana-san was the original homeroom teacher?
I just found a picture. This is Kitakata-sensei from 13 years ago.
It's Kawana.
That's him, all right.
Yeah. Not only that, Sawa-sensei was part of this class, which makes Kawana her homeroom teacher too. This is the link we've been looking for.
Everything is clicked into place. Kawana-san was the linchpin of this case.
So, 13 years ago, Yu Kitakata left teaching behind after Mitsuru-kun's incident, and became Kawana the handyman. That's what made him turn to his uncle at Siren for help. He told me Kawana tried really hard to make it in the underground. Had some good reason for it.
For living a life in the shadows? What could that have been?
To get revenge on the bullies. Maybe Kawana blames the fact that he had to quit teaching on the bullies who caused it to happen. Then, maybe all his hatred got aimed at Shinya Kawai?
Possible. He was abducted 5 years ago by individuals thought to be his acquaintances.
Huh. You think one of them was Kuwana-san?
I wouldn't rule it out. RK might have learned of Kuwana's involvement while searching for Kawai. Maybe they came to a Gene show so they could get details on the incident from him?
Yes, that would explain RK's arrival in town as well.
Hold up. Individuals who were his acquaintances? Meaning more people besides Kuwana-san, right? Could that mean...
You got it. We already know this.
Oh. The students in the video?
Individuals acquainted with Kawai. They certainly fit the bill.
But why would they wind up abducting him?
Huh. Maybe Kuwana asked for their help? No. He forced them to.
What makes you say that?
Well, Kuwana had this on a secret flash drive, right? But to anyone in this video, it would be their worst nightmare for it to show up now. If it did, they'd be busted as bullies who drove a high school kid to suicide.
Yep, it'd be a real disaster for them if that got out. They'd probably be done for in the public eye.
Which means this video is Kawana's leverage. It's how he got them to go after Kawai.
You think this is enough leverage to drive people to murder, though? Kawai was killed, right?
RK is the only one saying Kawai was murdered. No body's been recovered yet either.
Okay, hang on. I'm barely keeping up with this.
Yeah, it's a bunch of what-ifs stacked on top of each other. But there is somebody who could potentially confirm this.
Who'd that be?
Someone in the video. Mamiya, for example. I've met with her at her home. If she was involved with Kawai's abduction, she could probably tell us what we want to know.
I agree. Yagamishi's provided a working theory that ties together the Kamurocho and Ijincho incidents. So if we can get Yui Mamiya to corroborate this, we should be able to extract even more information from her. Perhaps even including Kuwana-san's whereabouts.
Yeah. Looks like he hasn't given us the slip just yet.
Man, what the hell is that guy's deal?
Mikoshiba and Sawa-sensei's murders, Ihara's alibi, Kawai's disappearance. Kawana's most likely tied to everything. We'll get all the answers we need if we can find him.
And I guess this is bringing us that much closer?
Hopefully. I should go see Yui Mamiya tomorrow.
You should accompany him, Sugiurashi. Considering we seem to be kicking the investigation into high gear. With Kaito-san out of commission, I'm sure Yagamishi could use a helping hand. I'll be fine right here.
Your call, Tsukumo-kun. I'm cool with whatever.
Thanks for lending him out, Tsukumo. I'll make sure he comes back in one piece.
Hey, don't underestimate him as a party member. He can hold his own if you let him.
You know how they say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying? That shit's real talk.
You saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting the 3rd degree from Matsugane-san. Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that pinky. And then, Higashi starts crying for me. Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though. Next time, he's fucked. We could have avenged Sawa-sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
Had to give the cops a statement, so I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth. That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
In that case, it's only a matter of time until Soma's arrested. So for now, we'll go after Kuwana, the piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just so you know.
Huh?
Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably because you were looking into Mikoshiba. He palled around with me all because of that. I'm just a sucker of the agency, huh?
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment an ass for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just focus on getting better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
What? Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Ijincho and everything.
Street punks. We took care of those punks so quickly.
So, we off to see Mamiya? I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep, let's go.
Yep, let's go.
Alright, let's do this. If your theory is accurate, then Mamiya was involved in both Kawai and Mikoshiba's murders. And even if that's off, we can at least learn more about Kuwana-san as a teacher.
Yes?
Hi, it's Yagami.
Mate, your mommy's
I dropped by
apartment.
Genda Law the other day.
Not again.
I have just a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
You told me the last visit would be your only one. Seriously, why do you keep showing up here uninvited? Please, just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
Never heard of him.
He's based in Ijincho. He's working a case. Maybe you saw it on the news? The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yoko Sawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct? After leaving Kurokawa 13 years ago, Sawa-san moved to Ijincho to teach. Are you still there?
What is it you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduation. Now go. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Maybe you'll remember Kitakata-sensei then. I ran into him at Sawa-sensei's home right before the murder. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurokawa, but resigned after the Mitsuru Kusamoto incident. Just like you, he appears to be connected to Sawa-san.
So why am I being singled out? Can't you just ask someone else?
Believe me, it's a long list. But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san got mixed up in all this. You two weren't necessarily on bad terms, were you?
If I had to say, We weren't on the best terms either.
How convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
I'll give it my best shot.
Exactly. Thanks for hearing us out.
Hold on just a moment.
Exactly.
Huh. Wonder what's going on. You don't think she bolted, do you?
Wouldn't count on it.
Should we ring again?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I just wanted to clean up a little.
Is your son home today?
He's at English school right now. I have to pick him up soon.
Doesn't your husband help with any of that? You said he'd be home soon, right?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Sorry. Didn't mean to pry.
Well, what is it you want to ask?
Hey, Sage, did you want me to stream in Discord, or you good?
I'm in the YouTube, but you can stream in here if you want to. But it don't matter.
It's up to you. I'll stream it here. Okay. The grope was orchestrated, right? Everything. Might not be a good idea to ask her anything that'll piss her off.
Do you remember Mitsuru Kusumoto?
Yes, we were classmates in high school.
He jumped off the school's roof after his classmate Shinya Kawai bullied him. I hear he's still in a coma, 13 years later.
Weren't you going to ask me about Yoko-chan?
I was, but there seemed to be an awful lot of Kurokawa graduates surrounding this case. And strangely enough, they were all in your class. Kitakata-sensei being the prime example, as well as a guy named Akaike-san. Remember him?
Well, you're right. We were in the same class.
And would you say you're all familiar with Mitsuru Kusumoto's situation?
Yes, but that's not a warm memory for any of us.
I understand. I'm sure it's not.
Alright, we're off to a decent start. Should I keep it rolling and carefully build up on our point?
Yeah.
Have you seen Katakata-san lately?
Have you been in contact with Kitakata-sensei lately?
I haven't. He's someone I'd rather not have in my life.
Are you surprised that he stayed in Ijincho after resigning from the school?
No, not really.
How about the fact that now he's using an alias?
I had no clue. But again, he has nothing to do with me.
Okay, time to crank it up.
The groping was orchestrated, right?
Excuse you?
When Akihiro Ihara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that, weren't you? The whole thing was a conspiracy, staged to play out as it did.
You need to leave. Right now!
Dude, what gives?
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be accomplices. It's unheard of. But if it was to establish a murder alibi, that's another story, considering how much lighter the sentence is. That way, Ihara got away with killing Mikoshiba, paying only a fraction of the price. But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to cooperate with us now.
If you don't get up this second, I am calling the police. I mean it!
It took me quite a long time to figure out how you and Ihara
What up?
But once I learned Yokosawa attended Kurokawa, it all started
This
falling
was the
into
man with
place.
the purple pajamas.
She was in your homeroom class. She looked after Toshiro Ihara. She was the link to everyone. But just before I could ask her about any of this,
late.
she was murdered by Kamocho gang.
Get weird.
That same gang had been hunting your old teacher,
9:49.
Kitakata-sensei.
What is it you
fell
want
asleep
from me?
at 6 in the morning watching a
Do you
documentary
have
about
any idea where
Tupac still alive.
It may be Kawana the handyman.
Like,
He hasn't
I
answered his
obviously
work
know
line
that's not the
since
case, but it's pretty interesting, man. They got some
I
good,
don't know.
like,
He was my teacher
theories.
a decade
Sounds
ago.
weird.
I barely remember his face.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata Sensei still remembers yours. I'll prove it right now.
Oh, God.
There's no way you're gonna hold on. I had forgotten another face proof of this. Yeah, the proof is right here in the video.
See for yourself.
No.
This was recorded at Kurakawa Academy 13 years ago. Feeling nostalgic yet?
Yo, that murder's drunk already?
It was well hidden. Your Kitakata Sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen.
Yeah, I jumped down here.
The
I'm
most
live on
interesting
YouTube.
part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped off the school roof.
Playing the game.
And hanging out in the
Oh
back
shit,
we see
YouTube can hear us?
laughing and
For me?
cheering right along with the other bullies.
Yeah.
What's
Guess it's
up,
safe to
YouTube?
say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
33 and 45 in the house.
Has
What
this
up?
video come up? Has Kitakata Sensei ever
I want to
mentioned
give
to
a
you
shout
that he
out to
had
my
it?
grandma.
Thanks for the joys, Grandma.
Please delete it.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this
My
was
wife just told me I gotta clean out
and based on your
my
reaction.
smoker. I haven't
Did you
used it in like
even
a
know it
year.
existed?
I'll wash this shit out. Start a fire in there, but I guess next Saturday I gotta cook a
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun.
16
He's been in a coma
pound
ever
pork
since what you
shoulder
did to
for
him that day.
Easter
But still, only one of you took the fall.
for pulled
Shinya
pork
Kawai
sandwiches.
took all the
It's just
blame.
gonna take like 20 hours.
Well,
I'd be tired
Sort
as
of,
fuck.
being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too.
So they did Saturday.
Still, you all just moved right along with your lives. You've even got happy little families. What? Are you expecting
you know what?
someone?
Sage, I'm about to send you that, get back in and take this ball here. Send you that shit I keep meaning to send you.
What, the protein?
Yes, the man protein.
I knew it would happen someday.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I was wondering if you're joking or you're serious about the protein.
Yeah, I mean, I was making a protein joke.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Whoa!
That should trip me out.
Looks like she wanted some company.
Yeah, you're right.
Gonna have to break up your house. You asked for this, lady. Time to switch to the snake style. Let's go. Take these boys out. Let's go.
Screw your furniture.
The snake style.
Yo, when you said bukkake on the radio yesterday, I was like, yo.
Well, this turned into a shit show.
I'm so immature. I'm still laughing about that too.
Like a bukkake.
I told my wife.
And would you look at that? Our old friend Akaike-san showed up to play a part.
She said, "What are you watching? What are you watching? Or what are you listening to?"
So you are.
I said, "NoEmotion's on Girl Talk Radio." He just said bukkake.
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Break every finger on their hand, it still won't make you even. Come on, they may have more on the way. I have an old haunt in mind we move this to, and Mamiya-san's coming with.
Huh?
Let's not cause a scene, okay? I'd hate for a finger to slip and post this video.
What's going on in there? What's going on in that video?
The kids, back in the day, they bullied some kid to kill himself. And he jumped off the thing, but only one kid got in trouble and the teacher got fired. But it was like 10 of them. So then later on in life, some dude with the video blackmailed all of them to help him kill a bully that made his son kill himself.
This is your personal jail, Yagami?
Shit.
What makes you think you can keep bringing captives here?
Well, it's the safest spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such a reliable friend?
He like did this whole plot of like, while the murder took place, he was actually on the train groping that girl. So he got charged for the groping charge. It's impossible for him to get charged for groping and murder at the same time.
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked
These
in
video game plots be like
really
deep and crazy, man. Like
by who?
Same with the one that I'm playing right now with the Life is Strange. Like,
let me introduce you to
it's crazy storytelling, man. It's a crazy medium.
She called up her friends to come after us.
This lady right here was the one that got groped on the train.
And I do it again.
And he figured out
I don't give a
that
shit about what happened to Aniki.
Got blackmailed with that.
You better have paid him back already, Yagami.
And what's
Fuck
dope
those
about this
RK
game,
assholes.
I believe if it's like the
How
last
could
one, the
Aniki
last
let him
like the
get to
last
him
few
like
levels
that?
is like you're in the
Now that
courthouse
Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it?
solving the mystery,
imagine
blah blah
Mamiya-san
blah. You
doesn't
know what I'm
wanna
saying?
drag
That's how it was last time.
What do you
So it was
intend to
exciting.
do with me?
First, you'll tell us everything you know. We'll decide how to deal with you afterward.
Then let's get this over with.
I'm gonna play some bingo.
Let's start with the video. Any thoughts you'd care to share?
Yo, Cole, I hope
I found it
I
on
get
a
a chance
flash drive
today
in
to
Kitakata-sensei's room.
pull
Or
the
should I say,
B-side for that
Kawana's.
vinyl. Send it to you.
I take it that means he's the one.
Just gotta remember how to do it.
Yes.
That means Kawana already knew back then the rest of you were bullies too?
Yes.
If that's the case,
I
then
need a
why was
vacuum.
Shinya Kawai the only student thrown under the bus for it? Kawana-san didn't show that tape to anyone
Should
else?
probably also take a
We had
shower
no
today.
idea we were even being taped. We didn't find out about the video, or the reason he sat on it so long until way after graduating.
Why exactly did he sit on it for so long?
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so he could teach us for the rest of our lives.
What?
If that video came out at the time of the incident, I'm sure life would have been hard for us then. After all, Kawai was exposed online, and that would mean millions of yen in compensation for damages.
Yeah, but you guys could have wound up in the same boat.
At most, we would have come across as dumb kids he roped into helping. We might have caught some flack, but people would chalk it up to kids and their cliques and move on. But that's only how I would have gone if it had come out while we were still teenagers.
You're saying circumstances are different now?
I have a child now. A husband, an upscale apartment. If the world sees that tape now, I'll lose it all. And what do you think would happen to my son? The son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide. His life would be ruined. Hurting is more than kids being cruel. Mitsuru jumped from the school roof that very night and is still in a coma today.
I told you to take it.
I get it. You have that much more to lose now than when you were a kid.
Same for all my classmates. Kurokawa Academy is a prestigious school, after all. Most graduates go off to great universities and land high-paying jobs. One started his own company. Others have families.
And they're all in your position too, huh? If that video gets out, they lose everything.
Exactly. Do you get it now? He waited for all of us to get what we wanted in life, just so he could threaten to take it all away.
That boy's
And
smart.
when that time came, he started contacting us. Every student you see in that video.
When was the first time Kawana approached you?
5 years ago. I was out on a walk with my son when he came strolling up out of the blue. At first, I barely recognized him. His eyes were so hollow. Then, without so much as a word, he took out his phone and played that video. He's a psychopath.
Well, all you
He's
kids
talking about the
tormenting
teacher or
Mitsuru
one of the
look pretty
kids?
psychopathic
The
to me.
teacher. The teacher filmed it
You're so
and waited till all of them got successful
Angel
so he
who
could
never
extort
once
them.
acted out of line. Never lashed out at someone weaker than you, or sided with the group to shut someone out. Everyone does it. We were just lucky enough to have some creep tape us, picking on some kid who couldn't take it. Why did this have to happen to me?
I'd say it's because bad things happen to bad people. You'll sling your barbs from a safe distance, but once you're on the other side of it, you curl up and play victim.
You said it was 5 years ago that Kuwana showed you the video? Reminds me of something Shirosaki-sensei was looking into.
What?
There was this guy. I think his name was Shinya Kawai. Something about him getting snatched off the streets about 5 years back.
Appreciate that. Hell yeah, much love. Kawana, step back and meet me, son.
Then it was you guys. You're the ones who abducted him in Kamurocho and murdered him.
No, it wasn't us. We could never do something like that.
Wasn't us, huh? So you're not denying he was murdered after all? Who was it then?
All Sensei told us was to find Kawai somewhere in Kamurocho, and bring him back with us, no matter what it took.
Did Kawana tell you what he wanted with him?
He needs to be there when you all beg for forgiveness, is all he said. And if we refused, he'd leak the video. So we all went to see Kawai, but he wanted nothing to do with Sensei. Considering he'd cost him everything, that came as no surprise.
But doing nothing would cost the rest of you everything too.
Yes. So we had to force him into our van. After he put up a fight.
Yeah, that lines up with what the local eyewitnesses said. So then what happened? Nobody's heard from the guy since.
We were directed to bring him to a wharf in Yokohama. And that's where we begged.
Booty dynamics.
After that, he said we were free to go.
I'll wear a t-shirt that says that on there.
So you left him there alone with Kawana?
We had to.
I do too.
The day after, I got a message on my phone from Sensei.
What did it say?
Nothing. There was only a video.
Yo, he missed out. He should have owned up to that
us
name and just kept
pushing
it.
Kawai into the van.
Yeah.
Turns out he recorded what we did in the city. You can see
I want a
all
booty
our faces
dynamic
so
shirt now, for
clearly.
real.
How we covered Kawai's mouth as he
Or at least
screamed
the
for
keychain
help.
bottle opener.
Even if you know all the backstory, the video is a clear-cut abduction.
Or like a jersey. Dynamic.
As I was watching it the first time, another message came in. This time, a picture. When I saw it, I just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him. It was a picture of Kawai. Dead. Anyone who saw those messages would think we killed him after shoving him into the van.
And that's how he got his real leverage on his former students.
Whoa.
Since then, we've been at his beck and call. No matter what he tells us to do, we wouldn't dare refuse him.
He's giving you orders?
That man! He forces us to help him. He makes us accomplices to murder.
Murder?
Murder.
Murder.
What the hell? Murder who, exactly?
Any bullies involved in suicides. That's who Sensei's got it in for.
Wow,
anyone he
this
can
guy
find
is
across the country.
A serial
He doesn't
killer
even
that
care
kills
how old
bullies.
the case is. If a student
some
commits
Dexter
suicide,
shit.
and bullying is suspected as the cause, he'll turn up. As far as I know, counting Kawai, I think he's killed at least 7 people.
7? How's he doing this?
So his idea of justice is killing bullies? Across the entire country?
He said that's the only way we can atone. Anyone who drives someone to suicide must always face justice. Until society comes to terms with this, he says we'll keep getting our hands dirty. That way, we might be able to save the next few Mitsurus before it's too late for them.
Not sure I should say this out loud, but I'm kind of rooting for this guy now.
Yeah, let's not.
So was the murder of Hiro Mikashiba part of that agenda? We know Mikoshiba drove Ihara-san to suicide 4 years prior. That has to be why Kuwana let Ihara murder him, and how you found your role in establishing his alibi.
Not just me. Grabbing Mikoshiba required a good number of people. All the people who pinned Ihara down. And even the ones who filmed it, they were working for Sensei.
So that's how it went down.
We had an unspoken agreement that we wouldn't directly take part in any killing. He just makes us his accomplices somehow. Like luring a target or digging a hole for a body. But the one thing we can't ever do is turn him down. If we do, he'll send his video of us abducting Kawhi to the police. And then Kawhi's body will turn up with our fingerprints all over his corpse. And we know that because he's hidden Kawhi's corpse in a freezer somewhere.
He's preserving one of his murder victims?
Have at it. So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
Sounds to me like Kawana's had one thing on his mind for 13 years. Sitting on that video and becoming an Ijincho handyman was all in service of his real motive, killing off bullies. He's dragged all his former students into this hell, until the day it destroys every single one of you.
Is today that day?
We'll see. I'm still curious about a few things though, if you don't mind.
I couldn't take it anymore, I just left.
What?
There were these scumbags chasing down Kuwana called RK. What part did they play? Strangely enough, they never came up once during your confession. So tell me, why'd they come for Yokosawa?
That I don't know for certain. But Sensei did reach out to Yoko-chan about 6 months ago over the phone. He was asking her about the suicide at Seiryo High.
The suicide at Seiryo High? You must be talking about Toshiro Ehara.
The lawsuit played out like no bullying took place, right?
Don't say
no. That the school wasn't responsible.
What? You say you got news?
Yoko-chan was a teacher there, and Sensei was able to get the truth out of her.
How'd he do that? What did he say?
From Yoko-chan's perspective, she and Sensei were both just teachers dealing with students attempting suicide. I think that's why she let her guard down and told them everything. After learning the truth, Sensei believed Mikoshiba needed to be held accountable.
Yeah.
So if Sawa-sensei hadn't talked to him, Ihara wouldn't have gotten involved?
We need him, he don't need us.
And none of this would be happening in Ijincho?
Hey, yo, Colt, what were you saying though?
No, this isn't right.
You got a new email?
Sawa-sensei didn't know Kuwana's identity or his objectives.
Yeah, is that really what
she
you
thought
said?
she
I thought
was
you
just
said something
talking
about
through her
Linkin
problems
Park.
with a sympathetic ex-teacher.
Hell no.
At the very least,
what I look like?
She sure as hell didn't deserve to die for that.
Fuck Linkin Park.
It's not like we're the ones who did it.
No, I was just asking if you had I thought you said you had a new email or something.
I do, I'll send it to you.
Who is it?
You can't just tell me here, live on YouTube? Come on.
Nah. But yo, if you ever gotta send me some files,
Kuwana?
try to make sure they're like through an upload link, not like the Google Drive.
Where are you?
Just upload a file, cause
I'm willing to meet
it'll
you
take up
now
storage
if
and I
you
got a
come
gig
alone.
in there.
But you have to let Mamiya go in exchange.
That's the only way I know how to do it.
What?
All right.
What? Just
She's free as soon as I see you.
Your G
Works for
Drive,
me.
but don't like.
Then come on down to your office. I thought I'd let
I'll
myself
explain it
in.
later.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I understand.
Gotta say, this chair's pretty comfy.
Pretty sure I locked up behind me when I left.
Murder, what you been drinking?
I'll only meet you alone. No one else. And don't make me wait long, or I can change my mind.
You sound like Lord
He told me to meet him alone. I can let Mamiya-san go once I get
Oh hell nah! Oh hell
You gonna be
nah!
all right by yourself?
Well, he already knows Mamiya-san's with us. I'm guessing he was watching us from somewhere. And I can't afford to do anything that would piss him off.
Wait a minute. What do you mean I sound like murder?
Got it.
We'll take care of this end of it. Shouldn't you move your ass?
We the guys though, yo. Yeah. You don't choke, murder. You gotta murder yourself.
That's that old man there.
Colt 45.
I forgot all about that.
I have it somewhere. I keep wanting to use it. I always forget. Ooh, that's a fancy email.
No, he rolled like I meant to do that. That's a fancy email, you said? Yeah, that's a double encrypted email. Yo, pepperoncinis are dope, especially when they're in vinegar. Yo, I had a whole box of pepperoncinis in the juice, in the vinegar, and I put that on burgers, sandwiches, egg. Oh, bro, pepperoncinis on egg burritos. Yo, amazing. I like dipping that.
They gotta be spicy though.
But that juice inside the ketchup, you put some of that spicy stuff inside the ketchup. Woo.
Hope you don't mind, I let myself in. Now, are you gonna hold up your end and release Yui Mamiya?
That's the only reason why I fuck with Papa John's like I do, man. If they didn't have the pepper,
come on.
Bruh, I wouldn't fuck.
You and I can either try to make this
What, the ones that they put,
or neither of us.
The ones that the pepperoncinis made that shit good.
The ones that they put at the corner of the box.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I fuck with Papa John's, man. If it wasn't for that,
make the call or what?
I don't know. I like Papa John's sauce. This shit's like sweet or something. The pizza sauce.
Hello? Yagami-san?
I'm with Kawana. You can let Mamiya-san go.
There's a restaurant called Pepperoncinis.
Got it. Will do.
Sorry about all this, Yagami. Why don't you sit down? Maybe it's time you and I had a heart-to-heart. How's Kaito holding up?
Kaito-san's recovering in the hospital. For now. Sawa-sensei is another story, though.
I can hardly believe it. She was the last person I wanted to get mixed up in all this shit.
If that's the case, why were you already waiting in her apartment? RK's top men were lying in wait over there to get their hands on you. So why was she the one lying on the ground?
About Liam Neeson?
Answer me, Kawana. Was it because of you?
Would you feel better if it was?
How dare you?
You're thinking that if you hadn't stuck your nose in her affairs, she might be at home grading her papers right now. You tell me, is that what's eating away at you right now?
Yeah, I got it. I'm downloading it now. Thank you.
Because if it is, you're mistaken. That guilt is mine alone to bear. It's my burden to carry. When I saw on the news that she had been murdered in cold blood, it felt like the whole world had stopped spinning to me. I would take it all back right now if I could. But unfortunately, to fix this, I'd need to turn the clock back further than you'd think.
You mean back to when you were a school teacher?
Yeah, basically. Back to when I still had a little faith in humanity. Seeing someone's life get cut short, you never really bounce back from it, do you? But I don't have to tell you that. I did my homework on you, Yagami. It seems you were a fairly accomplished lawyer. You even scored a murder acquittal. But we both know how that ended. The death of an innocent young woman. You and I are the same. We both have scars. And they're the type of scars that never fully heal.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
But for Sawa-kun, it was 13 years ago. The very day before Mitsuru Kusumono jumped, she stopped me in the hall so she could tell me about how serious the bullying really was. Up until that day, I'd just assumed it was boys being boys, teasing. I figured it was harmless, that they'd get bored with it, and then they'd move on. I mean, come on. Kawai had to have been twice the size of Mitsuru. It's not like I'd seen any fighting. So I warned him not to overdo it. And eventually he would take the hint.
Well, according to what I was told, you smirked, actually.
Yeah. I guess that's what I did.
Wow, bro.
was too late. Sawa-kun had to point it out. Sensei, how could you be so blind? She asked. Her eyes were this piercing mix of pity and scorn. According to what she told me, nearly half the class was bullying Mitsuru. She said she'd seen him at the station. She made it sound like he had half a mind to jump onto the tracks right then and there. I'm not so presumptuous anymore. But back then, I used to think my students were my biggest fans. I thought I'd won their hearts and minds. But the look on Sawa-kun's face that day made me see the truth. I couldn't just go on smiling like nothing happened. So I decided to do my homework. The next day, I put a hidden camera in the classroom after school.
So you admit that you're the one who recorded that video?
Yeah. Talk about the ugly side of kids. Hard to watch, wasn't it? Unfortunately, by the time I picked up the camera and saw what it recorded, Mitsuru had made his jump. I missed him by a few crucial moments. What happened in that classroom was the final straw. Later on, all the bullies were asked what happened. Each and every one of them lied. Kawhi started it. It wasn't our idea, they said.
You want to be a booty warrior?
To anyone outside of it, all they'd seen was Kawhi forcing Mitsuru to do his bidding. So the people held culpable were Kawhi and myself. The callous homeroom teacher who deliberately turned a blind eye. That was the day I began living my life with real purpose.
So you couldn't forgive your students who got away with bullying. You went so far, you put aside your own life to make sure they atoned somehow.
That's right. Mitsuru Kusumoto's still a vegetable. He's as good as dead. But I don't care. We have no right to forget about him.
You say that, even though Sawa-sensei ended up paying for it. I'll ask you again. Why were you at her apartment the other day? Don't dodge the question this time.
I wouldn't say I dodged it. But I suppose I should explain from the beginning. 4 years ago, there was a suicide at Sawa-kun's school. It was her own student this time. You know this, right? A student at Seiryo High School? Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah.
When she was in court, Sawa-kun had no choice but to say there wasn't any bullying. Soon as she told me that, I knew Hiro Mikoshiba would be my next target. Of course, she had no idea about any of that. When Sawa-kun learned Mikoshiba had been murdered, though, she reached out to me herself.
What did she want?
She had a sneaking suspicion that I was involved in his death. She called me a few times, prodding carefully for answers. Quite the perceptive lady, really.
Prodding carefully.
And? What kind of answers did you give her?
I denied any knowledge of it, but at one point, she mentioned something kind of odd.
What?
That there was a detective at the school already investigating the incident.
Huh?
You didn't want to be up there?
She meant you, of course. A detective already knee-deep into the case, despite the police barely even knowing about Mikoshiba. The police are a pain in the ass. But when an out-of-town detective comes sniffing around, that's bad. I knew I had to act fast to get you off the trail. Although, Sawa-kun was a problem too. I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone.
And then what?
First, I found out where the two of you would be meeting up, at that little cafe. Then, I hired the Leomong to step in. But you put up one hell of a fight. They had strength in numbers, but you would have taken out the whole group if I hadn't stepped in. Nonetheless, my other message went through. At the same time, Sawa-kun was handed a photo of Mikoshiba's final moments. I left that task to someone you know, Yue Mamiya. They hadn't seen each other in 13 years. Sawa-kun had no idea.
The lady in the sunglasses. Yue Mamiya was involved in that too?
Everything I did that night was intended as a warning to Sawa-kun. Although, I guess I didn't have to be so extreme about it.
Yeah. Sawa-sensei was too smart. She must have started suspecting that you'd had something to do with Mikoshiba's murder. After all, who else could have known we'd be meeting at that cafe? She'd have traced it right back to you.
Even if Sawa-kun had started to suspect me, I knew she wouldn't sell me out to the cops. We're too alike. The both of us lost students to suicide on our watch. That said, I couldn't bear the thought of dragging her down into the mess I started, so I scared her off, and I thought she would stay away. The day she was killed, she called to ask if we could speak in person. I could tell something was wrong. She was on the verge of tears the whole call. Then she broke down. I asked her why, of course, but she wouldn't give me a straight answer no matter how I tried to phrase the question.
So then what? Did you just waltz on over there? It doesn't seem like you.
Watch it. You don't know me well enough to say that.
Maybe. But I assume you had some sort of plan going in. Were you gonna confess to her?
Here's the thing. If she'd figured out that I was behind Mikoshiba, and it didn't sit well with her, I would have told her every last detail. Sawa-kun, no. I think she would have understood me. Or at least that's what I had believed. In hindsight, I think she was forced to make that call. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure she'd have rather washed her hands of me. Hard as it is to hear, I think she called me under duress. RK probably had her hostage. That would explain the vague responses. That's probably why her voice was trembling. It's tragic.
You mean it was RK? Why do they want you so badly anyway?
I don't know.
What?
If I knew their angle, I'd be doing more than just scurrying around.
You serious?
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it. Honest. I'm not thrilled that a small army wants my head on a platter. Have you noticed how RK seems to show up at the worst possible times? Someone must be pulling their strings.
Then we're on the same page. At least we agree on something.
Just a sec. Yeah. I'm still over here with Yagami-san. You're not being tailed by any of his guys, are you? Okay. Then I'll meet you right now. That was Mamiya-kun. She said she's free. You guys have been true to your word. Tell Sugiura-kun that I said thank you.
Now you want to go? We still have some business to settle here.
Now remember, I'm the handyman here. Let me do the dirty work. I don't know what else to tell you. But you need to get out while you still can.
If you disappear into the night, I don't want to go busting my ass just to find you again. Before you leave, I'll need some contact info. A phone number would be nice.
Oh, no need for that. As far as I'm concerned, this is goodbye.
I wouldn't count on that.
Go to her like yesterday, the base and
You won't get away.
You don't give up!
Yo, it's like Sonic right here.
Don't you have anything else to do? Now look at you! Catch you later! Damn it! Get back here!
What the? Where'd he go?
None of these names ring a bell either. That's a plus. Like when I find shit like that, it's like I've never heard of any of the artists at all, so it's kind of cool. Versus getting some shit where it's like,
Kawana!
I got a full stack of Japanese stuff too. That's like recent.
You guys again. You really need... Come on, Kurakawa kids.
You heard that, right? The detective here already knows everything.
Kawana!
What are you going to do now? What do you think happens when he spills everything? Sounds like your lives are over, unless you shut him up.
You get 50,000 views to drop it yourself.
But Sensei, you'll finish the job for us, right?
Huh? Is that you, Akaike?
Oh, he's even got a name to your voice.
Answer me, Sensei!
I know. I'll be the one to finish it. You just knock him out.
Okay then. Time to learn your lesson!
Come on. What kind of lesson is this?
Let's go!
Kawana? Oh no, Kawana!
Whoa. Really? So nice of you to stick around. Mamiya-san.
Wow, still try to take him out?
Well, since Kawana couldn't stay, sounds like you're not out of the woods just yet, huh?
This lady's crazy.
Man, I gotta record this goddamn song, man, but I don't want to record it. I want to sit on
13 years in the past.
You should have recorded it yesterday.
Mitsuru Kusimoto plunged himself into a coma, sealing his fate alongside Kawana's. Ridden by guilt, Kawana sets off on a path of vengeance, and the bullies he drags with him are shackled to the shadows.
Wait, are we on the 4 or are you on the 1?
However, Yokosawa's murder serves as a deadly wake-up call to what he's done.
Frequency is on the 4 then, right?
I don't know. I guess so. My whole life path switched, bro. Like when I jumped on that goddamn no morality shit, bro.
This sounds like one of those like commercials where like, yo, once I learn my numerology, I would say,
What are you doing?
My whole biology.
Getting your identification on record, so you won't be a threat to us anymore?
Hey, bro, you think they'll pay me for this shit? For what?
What?
For the commercial.
And I think you owe us after everything you've done. Expect me to come collect one of these days.
Read the one I sent you.
Your carriage awaits, Mamiya-san.
Don't tell me we're going back to that dingy arcade.
We sure are. But try not to hold a grudge. It wasn't us who abandoned you. Higashi, you already called Sari-san and the gang, right?
Yeah, I let them know what's up. They said they'll head over when they're ready.
Did Shirosaki-sensei say anything?
Well, she was pretty stunned when I told her who Kuwana really is and what he's up to.
Sounding a little smug there, Higashi-san. Taking credit for the detective work you didn't even do? Back me up here, Yagami-san.
Whatever, man. Kuwana got away, and that's all that matters. Still, the task in front of us is finishing Sari-san's case. We have to clear up Ahara's crime once and for all. With Mamiya-san's help, of course.
What happened?
Final.
Hey, NoEmotion, what is Pedia like, bro?
It's life. Pedia life.
I'm ready to get some answers. Well, we still got time till Shirosaki-sensei gets here. Why don't you take a breather, Yagami-san?
Huh? That'd be okay?
Sure. I'll call you once everyone's here.
Yeah, break sounds good.
By the way, Higashi, has anything unusual gone down in Kamacho lately? Anything involving RK?
Yeah, about that. My guys are saying things have been a little too quiet since yesterday. Soma and Akutsu are out in Ijincho too. When they come back, they're in for a rude awakening. They'll make them pay for what they did to Kaito Aniki.
Make them pay? Aren't your Yakuza days behind you now?
That's not the Yakuza in me talking. That's just a problem I'm gonna be the solution for.
Isn't that exactly what a Yakuza would say?
Fine. Think of it as getting revenge for a brother. I'm doing the right thing, damn it!
Yeah, maybe it's just how you're putting it.
Besides, what's it matter if I was Yakuza? I've got my own code, and I'm gonna do right by me.
Whatever you say. Much as things change, they stay the same.
Yo, I cannot with y'all niggas today, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, I'm about to lead the gods, bro. Like, if y'all keep this shit up, nigga, I'm about to lead the gods, bro. I swear to God. Do this shit again, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm gonna lead the gods. Do this shit one more time. I don't know, just do it.
Excuse me.
ありがとうございました。
What a waste.
Nah, you and me and family all the time. That's because we in the house of the gods.
いらっしゃいませ。
Starving. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございました。
It all depends on them make us say what he about to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make us say this. Say it, like, say it. I swear to God, say it. Say it, bro. Whatever you gotta say to make me discontinue my service, bro. Nah, I feel my brother, dog. I feel my brother.
All right, I'll be back on the stream later. Peace out.